Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, all. Sorry I'm late. What it was, we were going to go in the kitchen today.
Oh
Promise you,
yeah.
promise you, but somebody, a young lady, never got back to me and told me what she was going to do. But I promise everybody I will do that next week. I
I
will,
completely forgot.
I will smack Lizzie's bum later on and tell her off. Don't worry about it. And there you go. Don't worry about it, Liz. I've completely forgotten too.
Oh.
So don't worry about it. But we will do something next week. I will promise you. Okay. If Liz
Yeah, be good.
forgets, I will do it. In the meantime, I want to talk. Well, I haven't got a clue what I'm going to talk about. I'm running a bit late because I just found out my dad is in Oslo. So he's in Essex. He's in Oslo in Essex. Apparently he's had a stroke, and
Oh my god.
it's the first time I've spoken to the medical staff today because my ex-wife, who looks after him, does all that, and apparently I'm not the what they call next to kin. Apparently, so here you go. Anyway, so never mind. This, how are you?
I'm alright.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I've been kind of like watching your lives, and I the other day saw you kind of like doing your, it says to have a secret body. What is all that about?
My group,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, secrets to well, I changed
A
the name
sexy
actually.
body.
No, I did change the name because yeah, I think it got some negative feedback, put it that way.
Right.
So
Okay.
obviously sexy body, I mean, we can feel sexy, we can look sexy. It doesn't matter what size we are. But it
Correct.
got some
Yeah.
negative feedback, so I decided to change it. So it's now called Secrets to Feeling Sexy with Food. So
Right.
the group, yeah, so the group is basically all about using food to make you feel great, fantastic, great, sexy, whatever. And and there is a little trick to it because there are certain foods which make us feel like crap.
Right. Okay.
Foods that we are actually advised to eat for our health. So my group is all about recognizing what those foods are, and then if you choose to do so, you can take them out of your diet or at least minimize the consumption of them.
Oh. Okay. So there's many diets out there. As we been through all this all the time. We keep on going around the block and saying things. And and promise me, I will keep on continuing until people take notice.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, people are saying, what is the right kind of diet to take? Because there's loads of it out there. There's some fake ones out there. There's, as you know, and there's other ones. There's good ones. And if people's listening now and they're saying, right, what kind of diet should I go on? What one's best? How do I lose weight? It's
Mm. My first thing would to say was don't put yourself on a diet. Just eat whole natural foods, and that includes a portion of protein, loads of lovely vegetables, and healthy fats. And to be honest, that is all you need to do. But I do understand it's very difficult to follow because there's lots of different advice out there. But the first thing you really want to do is don't diet. Don't put yourself on a diet of shakes or cereal bars or smoothies or this or that. Just eat real food. Get a portion of protein on your plate at every meal. Bulk
right.
out with some vegetables and
Okay.
then a little drizzle of healthy fat, maybe olive oil, maybe cook your meat in some butter, cook your veggies in the butter.
Right.
Yeah, you've got yourself a great meal. And it's not a diet, it's the way, it's the human diet, if you like. It's the way we should be eating.
So what's your ethos then about you? About about what you do, because many people are, I've got people here on the radio at the moment, and they keep on asking me questions, and some people's new, and what is your ethos around about the food then?
It's just really to eat what nature intended us to eat. And that doesn't include food that comes in any kind of packet with more than one ingredient or two or three ingredients in it.
Mm,
So it really is about just trying to bring your food back to basics. And
right.
it does mean spending more time in the kitchen. But if you want to lose weight, if you want to be healthier, there's no other way of doing it. If you want the two together, there's certainly no other way of doing it. You can lose weight by eating anything. But is it healthy? No. But your health should be at the top of the list. And to do that effectively, you do need to take out the processed food. You do need to spend a little bit more time in the kitchen. And it doesn't need to be long, as long as you're using good, whole, natural ingredients.
Right. Okay.
It's about
So,
minimizing that stress on the body.
okay. So, what we do, we took some questions, right? Because we've got some questions here. Hi, Stephen. Liz. Liz, you should sack Steve because he was late today. Hey, get lost. I was only about 1 minute late. Oh, was I 5 minutes late? Hi, Steve. Um, would it be possible if you can I have some advice? Um, what's it? What's the advice? Oh, right. Is eggs good for us?
Yes,
That was quick.
without any doubt.
That was
Eggs, anywhere they come, brilliant. They're like vitamin bombs, vitamin and mineral bombs. And they keep you fuller for longer as well. So they keep you, save you from snacking. They make good snacks. And you
right.
can have them
Okay.
all sorts of different ways, really versatile.
Okay. I've been told by my swimming. Oh, here we go. I've been told by my swimming role teacher about putting oil on my fish. It's really, it's good. It's good. Is that true?
What was the question, sorry?
About putting oil on. What was it? Oh, putting oil on her fish. So she was cooking the fish and putting oil on it.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine. If it's slimming will, she will be advised to not do that. But um, yeah, healthy oil is brilliant. We need it in our diet. The problem is combining a healthy oil with the processed sugar and grains, which are allowed in Slimming World.
Oh,
That's
right. You're saying fry light. You saying?
fry light.
Yeah.
Can she use fry light?
Yeah.
Well, I think when you look at that, it's a processed oil. I think it's sunflower oil or something.
That's
Ask
it.
her to
Yeah.
check the ingredients in it. I don't think it's a good
Yeah.
quality oil.
No, no.
But
That's
it's
what.
unnecessary. It's unnecessary to use those fry light things.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hi, Steve. I have breakfast in the mornings, and I have Weetabix and some fruit on top. Is that okay?
Ideally, you want to steer clear of the cereals for your breakfast because it's all to do with blood sugar and insulin, and the insulin really knocks all your satiety hormones. It knocks them. So ideally, you should have proteins and fat for your breakfast. But as soon as you have that cereal, your blood sugar will rise, insulin will be released, and that insulin's got a knock-on effect to energy levels, your hunger signals. Those kind of foods actually drive hunger. They don't keep you full for very long. Your belly's hungry because it's already quite processed and refined. It doesn't take your belly long to digest these foods and send them on their way, and then your belly's hungry. So
Mm.
ideally, try and base your breakfast around proteins, fat, and some low starchy carbs, like a frittata, like an omelette thing with bits of veggies thrown in, onions and mushrooms and peppers. And the egg and the protein will keep you fuller for longer, and it won't disrupt your hormones. As soon as
Yeah.
insulin is released, it creates like a cascade of hormonal carnage.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. I Steve, I have a fried breakfast every morning, but it's grilled. Is that okay?
But it's what?
Grilled. It's
Grilled?
yeah. Yeah.
Grilled instead, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of foods in like a fried breakfast, as long as you're not having a fried toast and hash browns, which are quite processed. But in general, bacon, eggs, mushroom, tomatoes. If you're going to have sausage, try and get butcher's sausages, because there's less filler, there's less. I can't remember what the things. It begins with C. They put filler in sausages, obviously
Yeah.
to fill them out a bit. But a butcher's sausage, you'll get more meat in your sausage. But yeah, brilliant, because they keep you full for longer, those meals.
Good. Good. I Steve. I do walks every morning and I do walks every evening. I do 15-minute walks in the morning and 20 in the evening. Can I lose weight this way?
Well, you can, but you do need to watch what you consume, because any weight loss, 80% of your weight loss or improved health is down to what you eat. It's down to the nutrition.
Yeah.
So exercise is just a bonus. Exercise is fantastic for your health. It doesn't really contribute. It's a teeny wee. It only really contributes a small amount to your weight loss. Ideally, rein in your diet. Get your diet a little bit more tidy by taking out snacky kind of foods and sugars.
Yeah.
That will have the biggest impact. Reining back on snacks.
Yeah. The words to I Stephen Elizabeth. I am around. I am 26 stone. I live in Cambridge. My wife doesn't. Is not very keen on me no more because of my weight. She finds me disgusting. That's what I think anyway. What can I do about it? Well, put it this way. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you something, and you can take it or leave it. One, don't take the notice of her. At the end of the day, you can't help it what you are. Um, Two, if you want to lose weight, you lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, don't lose weight. Don't please everybody, not even your wife. And at the end of the day, just be you. But I would advise you, to lose some weight because it's your health and everything. So
Yeah.
I would. I don't know about Liz. Liz,
Yeah, I mean, you definitely need to lose weight for yourself, because otherwise you're not going to put your all into it. You
mm,
need to do it for yourself to be successful. Um, but for your health more than anything else,
yeah,
start to make a few changes, start to cut back on some snacks, move around a little bit more, because every little does help. And if you start to feel better, if you start to see a difference on the scales or however you measure yourself with your clothes, that will motivate you to keep going.
mm,
But you have to do
mm,
it for yourself.
yeah, yeah. You can't kind of like just do it for everybody else. I know it's your wife. I'm not trying to be horrible, but sometimes if you can't kind of like going around cuddling people or telling people everything's going to be all right because it's just reality. If
No.
people, you've got to be told straight, ain't you? Really. So
Yeah,
and
I believe you do, because if you mollycoddle people, I just don't think it's right. You have to be straight with people and say it as it is.
yeah, yeah, and
Don't be rude, nasty. Just be straight.
yeah, and at the end of the day, if you are married, and I don't know how long you've been married for, but at the end of the day, if your wife doesn't like you the way you are, then that's not your problem. That's her problem. So, because, she should be kind of like encouraging you and,
Yeah, definitely.
it's encouraging you and helping you not to be judgmental. But there
Yeah.
you, but there you go. Roger, hello. Every time, every week you're on, but it's nice seeing you again. Hi, Steve. Would it be possible if you can ask Liz about Weight Watchers, please? Because I've been going to Weight Watchers for a while now, And the trouble is, if I lose some weight, and then next minute, the following next week, I lose again. But then it's a pattern. Then I kind of like put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on. Is Weight Watchers a con? Oh God, I don't know nothing about Weight Watchers. I haven't got a clue.
Well, I think it's the same as most of the slimming clubs. And the problem with those, Roger, is they're still allowing you foods which can really affect your weight badly because of the sugar spike and the insulin. That is the problem with those clubs. And me and Steve talk about this all the time. And yes, they help some people, depending on what the diet was like previously. But as well, they can be quite difficult for others because they also keep those cravings alive. The food you can eat don't keep you full for very long, so you're looking for more food not too long after you've eaten something because the foods are quite processed still. So yeah, they can drive cravings and they don't keep you full, and you are on that roller coaster sugar energy slump roller coaster simply because of the food that you are still allowed to consume when you've joined a slimming club, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Is that good? Barbara wants to know. Hi, Steve. I've heard that there's a new group coming out, or is it out, called Gnome. NOOM.
I wonder if she means Noom.
Yeah.
Noom
If
is like an app, like an online. Well, it's not an app, but it's like an online, and it's all automated.
all right.
And I think that people are assigned a real coach. But I haven't heard many successful stories. I've heard more people complaining about the fact that they don't feel they've been assigned a real coach. But then again, most people do moan about stuff. They don't. More people moan about stuff than give praises. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised at the cost of it. Anyway, I just googled it, and it's not. Oh God.
how much
Anyway,
is it?
sorry.
How much is it?
£495.
How much?
£495.
Blimey.
You can buy. You can buy a house for that. No, you can't. No, but you can go. I tell you what. I tell you what. If you what you want to do is go and join Liz's program. That's what you need to do. You can get it cheaper than that.
Yeah. And you
Um,
get a personal coach. That's me.
yeah, yeah, and you don't. God, that's terrible. That is. But the trouble is, though, Liz, we got to be so careful what diets we do, kind of pick, don't we? Because sometimes, you know, um, sometimes these diets can be very confusing, can it?
I know, especially the real fuddy ones, the ones that come and go. I mean, fasting's the new way to diet now, but again, you can't just jump into a fasting style way of eating. It shocks the body terribly, and people come crashing down when they
Yeah,
do that. They feel great to start off with because their body's running on adrenaline. They feel fired up. But about 3 weeks in, they come crashing down and they say it doesn't work. It's because they haven't prepared their body properly to take on a fast.
yeah. Louise wants to know what is the keto diet?
Yeah,
Keto.
a ketogenic diet, and again, it's been used as a way to lose weight. It's a great way, but again, your body needs to be ready for that. It basically, you reduce your carbohydrate count down to 50 grams or less, but those carbohydrates need to be the kind of carbohydrates that don't raise your blood sugar, and this is the problem. And but not if you go from say 500 or 300 grams of carbohydrate per day, which is the RDA, 300 grams of carbohydrate down to 50, your body is like, where's my fuel? Where's my carbohydrate? I'm used to running on carbohydrate. Where is it? And it's really, really difficult. And like the fasting, you really have to train your body. It takes about 21 days to train your body to start using fat as a fuel. You have to start building the fat burning machinery to be able to cope with fasting and the ketogenic diet.
But people say that fasting is it's okay for you, but it's not, is it?
Well, it is if you're fat adapted. I fast all the time if you're fat adapted, but if your body isn't able to effortlessly tap into your own body fat to fuel you, then fasting isn't really good. You need to get your body prepared for a fast. But people jump in it. 2 feet, they jump on ketogenic diets, fasting, and then they wonder why it's hard. They're forcing it. You can't force it.
Mm, yeah. Um. Here we go. Rob wants to know what is a DASH diet. Oh God. Oh, I was looking at that the other day actually.
What's it called?
A DASH diet. D
How do you
A.
spell it?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
DASH. DASH
Oh,
diet.
Dash. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
do know of that.
I think it's about dietary something, isn't it? Um, something to do with
Oh,
hypertension. I think.
I don't know. Ask him to remind us what it is because I've forgotten as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What is?
But you know
What is
what,
that?
Steve? I don't actually take much notice of all these diets that come and go
Right.
because,
Okay. I've got it. I've got it. I've just googled
yeah,
it, and it's got
yeah,
DASH stands for dietary approaches to stop hypertension.
right, okay. All right, so
Right.
they've all been given fantastic names. See, if you just eat what nature intended you to eat, you can do that. You can lower hypertension. My mum lowered her blood pressure by turning to what nature intended her to eat. It's just been given another fancy name to sell. Just
Yeah.
eat
That's
real
it.
food.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and the trouble is, so um, then they've got like GAPS diet, and they've got all these diets, and they're
See?
telling you,
All these names.
yeah,
Just eat real food.
yeah. And do you know what? They've got another diet here. I'm looking, and it's called kangaroo diet. And I'm thinking, what? There's so many diets out there in it for everybody,
Yeah.
and you don't know what to pick. I tell
And
you
the
what, this is the easiest thing you ever done, right? I'm going to tell you something now. Go over to Liz's group, join Liz's group. You don't have to pay £490 what pound whatever, right? And get out there. That's all I say. But people will kind of like go to other groups and everything and pay all the money out. It's I don't.
I
Sorry.
know that's what I was going to say, Steve. So there's people buying into these diets, but really these people want to buy into a little bit of kind of re-education,
Mm,
learn about the food, find out what it does, and then it's free.
yeah,
Because what happens when you finish that diet? What are you going to do then? Go on
I
another
know.
diet?
I,
Learn.
I know. Wayne Fieldhouse is back on, and he said,
Hey,
"How are you, Liz?"
we're all good. We're all good. How's Wayne doing? Have you lost some more weight, Wayne? Wayne went on a real good kind of health kick, didn't he? He did really well. How much have you lost now, Wayne? We've been kind of keeping up with your progress.
Right, here we
Brilliant. Well
go.
done. Woohoo! There you go. 2 stone, fab.
There you go. Well done.
Keep
But
on going. Keep on going.
the trouble is, so with diet, so you know, have you ever been in the supermarket and you're going along the supermarket and you got all these diets, didn't you, on the shelf, and you're thinking, "Oh my God, what?" And they're just money makers, aren't they?
That's the problem. Yeah, that is the problem. When
They
you go
don't
into
care about your health; they're just making
no,
money out of you.
no, no, it's a money making thing, which is why kind of the likes of myself, like a health coach, and the people that know about fasting, the people that know about ketogenic diets, they're kind of dampened down by the big boys, the big food manufacturing, because there's all we do, we coach people to lose weight. We're not selling stuff, we're not selling food, and so there's no money to be made in a sense.
But see, what gets me what gets me go, I was explaining it to somebody earlier on an email. I was trying to say to him, look, the trouble is that the government are saying we've got to stay healthy, we're in an obesity world and everything. Then the next minute, the government are putting crap on the supermarket shelves. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
They're making millions out of it, and really, they're just kind of like really taking the mick, aren't they? Really, or
Yeah, I know. I mean, they are allowing it to happen, and it does make you want to scratch your head and think, well, why are they allowing these food companies, these fast food companies, to churn out such crappy food?
well, you know what? In a minute, me and you are gonna get banned. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, do you know what? It's true though, isn't it? I mean, all the fast food chains, quick food, sandwiches, Subway, McDonald's, and all that rubbish.
oh, don't drop me off, please. There you go. Got another message here from Wayne for you.
Yeah, if you put your mind to it and keep thinking in your head, that's right, see? No, you're right. You can do it and you'll feel loads better. That's right. And I'm sure when you started to notice weight loss, you probably felt better physically, but mentally as well. You're like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I am back in control. And that feeling of being back in control is very powerful. So well done, Wayne. Really well
Yeah,
done.
okay.
And thanks for pointing that out, because people will always say, oh, it's too hard. It's because they're not ready.
Yeah.
They're not ready to make a difference.
Yeah.
But when
And
they're ready, they do it.
yeah, you got to be ready. You got to be ready, Liz.
Yeah.
You definitely got to be ready. Anyway, Liz, before I go, I'm very sorry that I didn't turn up on the time.
That's fine.
And can we next week, everybody, we will do some cooking. I promise you. If Liz don't do it, I will definitely do it. And but I'm hoping that she will do it. And we've been. It's the first time being in the kitchen for a while. Oh my goodness.
We'll just do something quick and simple, Steve. Doesn't need to be long.
What
I'm making,
beans on toast?
well, something slightly healthier.
Right. Okay. So what that would be then?
Well, I don't know, but see, tomorrow in my own group, I'm going to make homemade hummus, and I've also
Oh
got a
yes, I
recipe
love
for,
that.
and I've got a homemade recipe for guacamole as well. So that might be something we could do, just to knock up a nice dip thing that you can have with crunchy veggies instead of buying it. Because as soon as you buy it, you've got crappy oils, and the likelihood is you've got sugar in there as
I'm
well.
all for dips, kind of like.
Oh,
know,
do you like those?
Oh yeah, I love them.
Oh, well, let's do that next week then. Either a hummus or a guacamole, depending whether we can get our hands on some good avocados. How about that?
I will. I'll definitely do that. When I see the avocado van, I'll stop him.
Yeah, don't get it too soon though, because they don't last very long.
You didn't get that, did you?
No.
Avocado.
Avocado, yeah, that, yeah, okay.
Oh, here we go. Anyway, okay,
I'm
folks.
really bad at jokes.
Yeah. Are you going tennis now or something? Are you? Is that your tennis
Well,
hat on?
it's raining. It's the lovely glass roof, as you can see. It's just really bright, especially when you're looking at a screen.
Yeah, yes. She's posh, this woman. Very posh.
Oh God, yeah, right.
Yeah, she's really posh. So if you want to, please contact Liz. Very, very good. Without fail, she always turns up, and I turn up late, but never mind.
Yeah,
Liz,
jump in my group. Any question, I can answer it.
yeah, join in the group. Yeah, I do sometimes.
Yeah,
I
you
just
do,
join
yeah.
in. Yeah. Okay, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next week. Thanks, Liz. Thank you. Bye.